Hi, welcome to this video. Karen Hadley here, Independent Stamping Up Demonstrator. I wanted to share with you this gorgeous stamp set, which is still available for Ever Forest. It doesn't come with sentiments, so perfect for masculine birthdays, Christmas, anything. So this is absolutely fabulous. I will be using the Merry Christmas, though, from the Reindeer Fun. I've had a lot of use out of this, the sentiments from the stamp set, I must admit. So let's get started. Firstly, I've got a fluid 100 sheet here, and I want to show you just a great way that I like to color to add, to be able to cut things out, if you know what I mean, to be able to have a fabulous color of cardstock to use for certain things. And I want this for trees. So I'm just going to, on this occasion, use my inside of my ink pad. There's lots of different ways you can do this. You can use a block, you can use little of the artist ink circles, lots of different ways. So this is just one way that you can do it. There's plenty of ink in this one, but you can just either squeeze the pad together when it's closed, or you can just add some color from your re-inker into the lid. And so then it's not wasted. I feel you shut it and it's all part of the ink pad still. Whereas on a block or something, you do throw that away. Okay, so I've got some water in here and I've got my fluid 100. So I'm just going to use the big water painter, and I'm really just going to add, I really want to get lots of water onto here before I even start adding color. Okay, so nice and wet, right up to the edges. And then I'm going to still add water to the color. And if you just see how that moves onto that paper when you've added water first, just really gives that beautiful movement look on the paper. Okay, so then I'll add a bit of the darker color. Again, I want to water it down. So I don't want it too dark, so I'm not going to add too much of this. This will be just sort of a little bit to highlight, not just have the one color. Gosh, the wind's howling out there. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, I want to make the most of the whole paper. So I'm going right to the edges, and then I'll have a little bit of this color again. Okay. And then you just leave it. So when it dries, if you want to add any more color or layers, it's always best to wait till it dries. And if you want to add water spots, that's the time to do it as well. So you just basically, when it's dry, you just flick water on, and that water will lift up the color. We'll do a little bit here already so you can see how that goes. So then once it's dry and you're happy with the color, you just cut out whatever it is that you're wanting to cut out. Let me just put this somewhere so it dries and doesn't get color, and I'll just wipe that. There we go. Pop these away. Pop those down. Okay. So this is one I did previously, dried. And as you can see, I've used every piece of the paper to cut out these trees. So let me show you. Just move them over here. And I just make the most. I don't know if I'll even use all of these, but they're all cut out and I can use them at another time. And I've just maximized the use of the color paper. Okay, or fluid 100, the watercolor paper. When you're wanting to do lots of movement in your color, then that's the best watercolor paper, because it doesn't soak up very quickly. You've still got time to move the water in for the color to move around as well. Okay, so next we're going to, and I should have had some scrap paper. And let me just grab this bit of scrap paper because I'll go over the edges with this. So we're going to add, so never hesitate to add either stamping or what we're going to do now, white emboss onto your pattern paper, DSP. Right, so I'm going to add this tree and I need just going to add my embossing buddy. This stops any stray bits of powder when you put it on going west, so to speak. But we'll put it up the top as well. I'll cover the whole thing. Now, when you're using black or something like that and you put the powder on, you think, oh gosh, it's really made my cardstock lose its color. Well, just wipe it down with a cloth with a microfiber, that's the word, microfiber cloth, and you will that will be sorted. Okay, we're going to do white, so let's get the white out. I'm going to start with the big one. Now, because the stamp's bigger than the pad, I'm going to take the stamp pad to the cardstock. Give it a good cover. And I just want to put that. Don't want the whole thing on necessarily. Give it a good push down. Just to get all those intricate details on. It's not the same as when you've got photopolymer stamps. You can never really shouldn't really push photopolymer stamps really hard because they just sort of go out in all directions. So, okay, let's add some to the smaller row. And we will then pop that down here. There we go. Okay, let's grab my tray. I'm going to use white powder. Those that know me know that I like different colours for Christmas. Pinks mainly, pinks and sort of blues. There we go. Got all those trees there. I'm just going to start underneath. I always like to start underneath and warm up the paper. Warm up the heat tool as well. Okay. Isn't this just so magical? You can see when look at that. You can see when it turns. Really has got that wow factor. Okay. Into that corner. Always check that every part is done. All right. This way now. And I've got a white card base. And I'm going to pop that on. And look, I've missed a bit there again still. go. This time. Pop that on. Okay. Even that looks pretty, doesn't it, with the white? Okay. Put it under here. Right. Okay. Just curls up a bit with the embossing. Just pop it down. Right. I'm going to start off with popping on this big tree. Pop it there. Excuse me. I'm just going to add glue. I'm not going to add it right to the tips, if you know what I mean. I always find with flowers, trees, leaves, I always like to leave the ends, if it suits, free. It just helps to give that extra bit of movement. Okay, that one there. And that's the base. And let's start off with then trying to, oh, sorry, I've got a real frog in my throat. What to these ones as well. Finger there. And maybe that one can go there. Nope, that doesn't look right. That's why I always like to do this before you start putting things on, because then you can put a bit of glue on my finger now. That's probably looking good, isn't it? Okay. So that's why it's good to cut out as many from that paper, because you just don't know which ones you're going to use. Okay. Yeah. This one, that tree's a bit crooked. Getting a bit of glue on my fingers. More. Now I have got a couple of tiny wee ones here too. So I put one, it's a tiny, teeny, tiny tree. Oops. I have got glue all over my fingers. Put one there. And we might put one there. Okay. We have our little forest. Now I've pre-done the sentiment, and I've done that on Calypso Coral, which was that second color that I used. Let me just wipe my hands. All that glue up. Right. Just going, so let's put it down there. I could put it up here. Yeah, or here. I think I like it up there actually, but I want to add a bit of ribbon. So just using my Stamp and Seal, and I've got this beautiful sheer ribbon here, and I have just cut it down a bit. Where did I put the full reel for you to look at? Oh, Has it gone? That's odd. It was right here. Okay, well, that's fine. Oh, here it is. I put it up there so I wouldn't. It is called Iridescent, and that is just gorgeous. We might use the full one. I'm just going to add a little bit on the back here. I'm going to do a little bit of a pleat. If my fingers don't get in the way. Okay. A little bit fiddly, but I think it has a really nice effect. There. Okay. Let's cut that off. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just to say that because it's not. There. Let's put some dimensionals on the back. Should have pre-done this part, shouldn't I, really? Get that. Okay. All right. Just using the half dimensionals on here. There we go. Stick it down. So as I say, it's a little bit fiddly, but I think it really does look nice. I'll just cut that extra off. Bring back our little bit of glitter. And I have got the Drucy. I'll put another little bit of, okay. Aren't these just beautiful? They are so sparkly. So sparkly. Oops. The flash there. And let's pop one there. And then I just want to show you a little trick with stamping the trees. I'm going to put some trees on the inside. So, get that a quick wipe. I want to do it in Petal Pink. Just looking for where I put it. Okay. I'm going to ink up in Petal Pink. sure that wasn't anything that shouldn't be there. Okay. Inking up. Okay, and then I'm going to get my Stampin' Right, my early espresso. And I'm going to just firstly go along the tree trunks here. Then I'm just going to very lightly add just a little bit, not in all the places. Put a bit of pink on it now. And this one. Just that the trunk that would be peeking through the tree. Okay, give it a huff. And oops, sorry about that. The light keeps flickering. And there you have your trees, and it just has the trunks peeking through. Put that on the inside. Wow, that wind is really howling out there. Okay. Okay. And I might have to thin that out a bit, but I'll do that afterwards. You get the idea anyway, and you'll see a photo that I put it up. But that is the Merry Christmas card using alternatively pink. And these papers, I should have told you, are the snowy seams. Love the reverse sides of these. Just gorgeous. Love, love, love. Okay. And this is another card using more of the traditionals. I've done the same thing here with Old Olive and the early espresso up the trunk to just give that gorgeous peek of the trunk through the leaves. So I hope you enjoyed that, and take away that watercolor tip. I really, 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 see it's nearly dry now. This is one of my favorite things to do, to create my own cardstock for this sort of thing. It's so quick and easy and so fun. So thank you for joining me. Please tag or share with anyone that you might think would enjoy this video. And yes, if you've got this set in your stash, bring it out and yeah, revisit it. It's fantastic. Thank you. Bye.